Well, guys, here is another week of travel. This week is going to be different because I'm actually leaving Texas and I'm going to be heading into Louisiana, which I'm excited for. But before I go, I do want to learn a little bit more about the oil industry, kind of get a fix on what this is all about, because this is all you see while you're in Texas. It's in your face. So I decided that I would take a trip on an oil rig. And we were going to take a look at what life is like to be a worker and what it is doing to the environment. And then after we are done that, we are taking off to Louisiana, where I am going to go find some creatures that live in the swamp. Because I definitely need to reconnect with some nature. It's been too long of being in the city for me. If you are new here today, my name is Tracy, and I'm just a single gal who decided to buy a van and convert it myself. What started out to be a van to aid me in dealing with my disability turned out to be the freedom I had lost many years ago. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and hit that notification button so that you can follow along with my journey as a solo female traveler, just living her best life. Well, let's board the Ocean Star. This is actually a traveling information center all about the oil rigs, which I thought was quite handy. They do give you an audio tour, which has a load of information. So currently, there's 480 rigs that are out there off the United States. 326 of them are in the state of Texas alone. And it's up 61% since a year ago. So it is growing by leaps and bounds and is everywhere. So the great thing about this information center is I actually learned a great deal about how this all works, put the drill down, and all the mechanisms that go with what the daily living is for the people aboard the rigs, and what it is doing to the environment, and how dependent we are for everything that we do. As I dug a little deeper, I found a ton of interesting tidbits about offshore drilling that I decided I'm going to share with you here. It is indicated that in 2021, the U.S. produces average about 60 million barrels per day, but they consume about 19 million barrels each day. Offshore platforms are located everywhere from a couple of hundred meters offshore to 250 miles off the coast. Some rigs drill as far down as 2 kilometers below the surface. So currently, with the war that is going on between the Ukraine and Russia and the boycotts, many countries are reliant on the Russian oil industry. And so 61% is a great increase this year alone from the US government. The world actually consumes 100 million barrels of oil per day. And out of those 100 million barrels, Russia produces 11.2 million of them. So in the bigger picture, 7% of Russian oil was coming to the United States before the boycott. So that is why the government has decided to up the production of oil and gas in Texas.
I don't know what to say about all of this, but I did get an audio tour. I kind of wish that I could just keep that, and then I would make my job a lot easier.
But what they're finding is that there's a shortage of workers. Same reasons as with the COVID pandemic. It's hard to find supplies, asphalt, people, truck drivers. So yeah, this is going to be interesting times for all of us who are very dependent on fossil fuel. But if any of my friends out there are looking for work, you may consider coming down and working on one of the oil rigs in Texas. Because you know what?
Life on the rig can be just as good as being at home. After a 12-hour shift, crew can satisfy their healthy appetites. And even hit the gym to help stay in shape.
Let's go take some pictures of birds.
did decide that I needed to get out of the van because I need to stretch my leg between all my problems lately. Between putting the drone in the water, didn't get it working, and of course the warranty isn't good down here, so yeah, that sucks. And my glasses, my $300 pair of glasses that I just bought so that I could work on the computer. My computer issues, the computer I bought just isn't cutting it, and yeah, I'm feeling very overwhelmed today. I think I'm getting road burnout because I need to hit like a national park or something to the oil rig to learn about the oil industry. I get it. I know that we all need it, but I'm not feeling Texas. Texas is just not my cup of tea. Anyway, I'm gonna do some stretches and then I'm gonna head back on the road. I'm hoping to get to Big Thicket National Preserves. I'm hoping that that's actually something we're seeing, but we'll see.
Two things I'm scared of. Number one's a snake. Number two, she's at work right now. My wife. I'm being honest. I married my high school sweetheart, guys. This month here makes 22 years together. This year is going to be 16 years married.
Wow.
High school sweetheart right there.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. She can kill it, she can clean it, she can cook it. She keeps a tighter pattern with a gun than I do. That ain't a woman you want to mess around on right there. She will shoot your ass, and the best part is she knows where the big alligators are thanks to me. She'll feed my ass to the damn gators. But on that note, guys, Louisiana has the most cold case files in all 50 states.
I can definitely believe that.
Due to the gators out here. I'm gonna adjust the boat, guys. Y'all can stay like y'all are. And the boat we got in front of us, guys, that is a shrimp boat right there. Yep. The triangles that you're gonna see on the side of the boat, the metal, is what we call the boat. They'll put them out sideways, drop them in the water, and drag two nets in the water and catch shrimp. Right now, they are almost sinking the boats with shrimp right now. Ever since the hurricane, we have not ever seen anything like the shrimp season right now before in our life.
Is that good?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
but that poor one lady, oh my God,
Oh,
she is gonna freeze her ass off out here.
We know which
The one wearing a bralette.
I guess. We call that a couillon. Couillon is Cajun for dumbass.
That's
on for their kids, protect them. Now, when they're born, they look like little bitty lizards with stripes. When they hit the water, if the bass are right there, that's terrible. They have a 7% survival rating out here in the swamp.
Bring that tail back up. Ah, I see. Okay.
All right. I quit. I see the way your muscles are.
Well, all done with the gator tour today. Actually, I had a good time. Our driver was actually really good. He was actually most of the entertainment. Yeah, he was bit by an alligator because some good tippers wanted to tip him $600 to ride on the back of a 12-foot alligator, and he's got the scar to show for it on his neck. He spent 3 months in ICU, but yeah, it was a good trip, despite the fact that yes, I did lose another piece of camera equipment, which sucks. Heading out towards Baton Rouge because I am gonna go to a plantation tomorrow. Just because I would like to learn about the history, and I'm hoping that you can come along. I might actually even get dressed up for this, maybe put on a dress. What the heck, eh? But we'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. But right now, all I'm doing is trying to figure out a place to stay, be closer to the plantation, and maybe find some Wi-Fi. Yeah. I don't even know what's out here. Oh, look, there's a McDonald's. But I'm gonna pass this one up. Let's see what we have next. The life of being in a van